Incredible LEGO trains that could become the next set, if we help them out. Starting with the incredible tilting train Solar Express. Now, this model might be familiar to some of you if you've ridden the Virgin trains way back when. Yes, a classic Pendolino now brought to life with LEGO. Why is it called that? Well, because this train can tilt, a perfect way to utilize outdated track infrastructure at high speeds. Now, the LEGO version is simply incredible. I love the use of the tile pieces for the chassis. The model includes 3 cars, with one of them being a restaurant coach. The windows are those new ones used in the Orient Express, and they do look great here, and the best part, it even has a restroom. Now this is classy. So, it's an incredible model. Next up is European Steam Locomotive, an 8 studs wide 462 locomotive that just looks great. Inspired by European passenger locomotives of the 20s and 30s, this model is filled with attention to detail. The color scheme here is great, with these brown and yellow accents creating a classic locomotive and tender combo. I also adore the little details like the stairs and pistons. You can see this is a very well made model. So this is a model you should definitely support. Support? Wait, what is this? Welcome to the BrickLink designer program, where anyone can design a model, and it gets the chance to become a real BrickLink set. Technically an official LEGO set. Anyone can vote. Your vote helps determine which ones will become real. Voting gets weird. Instead of a support button, you get 3 emoji buttons, indicating if you either dislike, like or love the model. So, if you want to see LEGO making more trains, make sure to click that heart eyes emoji. And a little PSA, LEGO has completely ruined BrickLink profiles. Now, your BrickLink profile must connect to your LEGO account. If you already have a LEGO account, you merge it with BrickLink. If you don't have a LEGO account, you need to create one and then merge it. But here's the dangerous part: BrickLink accounts that are not merged by December 31st, 2025 will be deactivated. Hasta la vista. And just making things worse, all custom profile pics on BrickLink have been removed. And even worse, your username has to be approved. Your BrickLink username or store name must comply with LEGO's nickname guidelines, which are pretty strict and basically reject anything. Many users reported login issues after integration, including being unable to access accounts, invalid username password errors, or being stuck in redirect loops. So, I did change my nickname back to Disney Studios, but now at the LEGO store they are going to call me that. PSA: if you care about your BrickLink profile, store, messaging, or BrickLink Designer Program submissions, merge your accounts before December 31st or risk losing it all. Spoilers, it's not going to be a walk in the park. But going back to something positive, speaking of that, we have Railway Station Brickham, a tribute to early British railway stations. In this fictional 19th century town, the railroad has just arrived, bringing with it the promise of progress and adventure. The station is modest, yet full of character. A simple platform lined with vintage lamps, a waiting room where travelers can purchase their tickets, and a tiny office for the ever-diligent train dispatcher. Upstairs, the attic gathers dust and memories, serving as a quiet storage for tools and other stuff. The Brickham station captures the romance of early rail travel, a world where the rhythm of industry met the wonders of exploration. Next up is the mail train, a 042 that dates back to the 30s on the Great Western Railway. Behind it rolls the mail car, a miniature traveling post office inspired by vintage rolling stock and HL models. Inside there's a full interior with a pallet of letters ready to be sorted and delivered by the onboard mailman. And the best part, with LEGO's powered up system, the mail car can come to life, circling the tracks and doing other things. The powered up hub fits neatly inside the mail car, while the front bogie can be swapped with a train motor for smooth, realistic movements. Next up is the blue Moonlight train in Brick City Station, a Streamline model brought to life. I love the dome car, by the way. This set recreates a classic 1940s diesel locomotive featuring 3 coaches and a train station. One of them is a sleeper car, perfect for overnight trips. The observation car is also great as always. So overall, it's a pretty solid build. Next up is Blue Ridge Line's P12, a classic Streamline locomotive. The Blue Ridge Lines, a proud subsidiary of the Great Valley Continental Railway, once roared through the mountains with these elegant P-12 locomotives, built in the 40s. Only 10 of them were ever produced, just 4 received the sleek Streamline treatment that defined the golden age of steam. Designed for both display and motion, the model features full compatibility with LEGO's powered-up system, with an L motor hidden inside the engine and a hub neatly concealed in the tender. Push down on a section of coal and the locomotive comes to life. A great model you should definitely support by clicking that heart's eye emoji. Next up is the Wild West train station. Yeehaw! Time to travel to the Wild West, cowboy, and explore this amazing train station, with incredible building techniques, making the exterior look like clapboard siding. Yeehaw! I love the roof with its black color scheme, works really well here. The water tower is also great, but that's not all. This model features a full interior. Just watch out for bandits, okay? Next up is the Crimson Ivy train. From the fictional LRTS railway comes the Crimson Ivy, the elegant sister to the legendary Emerald Knight. This locomotive is a stunning tribute to the golden age of steam, where speed meant sophistication on the rails. Every detail has been carefully designed. I personally love the passenger coach with its classy color scheme. The Crimson Ivy is built to impress. You can display it proudly on the shelf, or you can run it through a LEGO City layout. And for those who want motion, it's fully ready for motorization. Just swap out the firebox and boiler with LEGO's powered-up motor and battery box. This model's simple but uber detailed. Next up is the Red Narrow Gauge train, a small but powerful design. Featuring a simple red locomotive and a detailed retro coach in classic chocolate and cream colors. The whole display rests on a rustic countryside base, complete with brick-built rails, wildflowers and a touch of mountain greenery and squirrel! It's a peaceful snapshot of narrow gauge railways in rural Wales, small in scale but full of charm and storytelling. Next up is Lunar Cargo Train. LEGO Space is back again, and hey, teal astronauts, now that's just great. Here we have a monorail done in that classic space livery. This model would go great next to the Galaxy Explorer or Black Throne spaceships. The model features 2 driving cars and 1 transport pod in the middle. It is the perfect blend of nostalgia and contemporary LEGO design, combining the best of old and new LEGO. R.R. Slugger would love this, right? Next up is Mountain View Station, a personal favorite of mine from the series. We have this classy European style train station with a lot of detailing all around. Inspired by 1852 heritage station nestled among scenic mountain landscapes, this model captures the grace and grandeur of early railway architecture. Every detail feels authentic, from the symmetrical brick facade with corner cowing and arched windows to the iron roof crowned with chimneys and proud central tower welcoming travels from near and far. Inside, history comes to life with a fully detailed interior. This model is truly incredible. Next up is the Mikado steam locomotive. This model represents a 3-foot narrow-gauge 282 Mikado steam locomotive, inspired by the engines that once ran on the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railway, finished in this deep sapphire dusk livery of the fictional P&B Railway Company the designer made. This version depicts the locomotive in its later years, upgraded and modernized. It is incredibly well detailed, and I would love personally to have this one at home. Last but not least, we have steam tram. This model is inspired by the steam trams that once operated in rural English tramways between the 1880s and 1950s. These compact locomotives were designed to run along public roadways, requiring enclosed wheels for safety and the cow catchers at both ends. And very similar to a certain locomotive you might know, wink wink. It's smaller but super detailed model. So my friends, we took a look at incredible BrickLink designer program trains, but if you want to see even more trains, click this link on the screen right now.